Hello everyone, this is Tony and welcome to Wrestler Section 101. Hello everyone, I hope you're being safe, sanitizing, washing your hands, and practicing your social distancing so we all can do our part to slow down the spread of the coronavirus. With that being said, welcome to the Wrestler Section 101. I'm your host Tony. This is my first video, so please hit that subscribe button and get the latest content as I try to make this channel grow. Oh yes, people, we are only days away from the biggest wrestling pay-per-view of the year. You know I'm talking about the Super Bowl of wrestling, aka WrestleMania, baby. Let's break it down. First up, the Women's Tag Team Championships. You got the Kabuki Warriors versus Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. This beef, people, has been brewing for some time now, with Nikki and the ex-champ on the heels of the Kabuki Warriors. Time might be running out, and I believe there will be new champions crowned at WrestleMania. We got a triple threat ladder match, ladies and gentlemen, for the Smackdown Tag Team Championships. You got the Miz and Morrison versus the Usos and the New Day. This, ladies and gentlemen, will be nothing less than awesome, all pun intended. I know this will be one of the best matches on the cards, hand down. You've got Miz, who's had more titles than he got fingers, people. Morrison is an athletic freak. The Usos are probably one of the best 15 teams in the past 15 years. Extra explosive and super athletic. The young talent know how to cut a promo. Then you got the New Day. Kofi Kingston was your ex-WWE champion on Smackdown, who I think was not supposed to lose that fast to Brock Lesnar the first night they aired on Fox. That was just straight disrespect. But anyway, he, Big E, and Xavier Woods all cut great promos all the time and very marketable. E's a powerhouse with great speed, and last year was dubbed Kofi Mania. That tells you enough about Kofi. All of these 6 men are going to bring the house down, folks, but for some strange reason, Miz is a very sneaky guy, man. He's going to somehow come away with the win, I believe. And in the words of Morrison, be jealous. Aleister Black versus Bobby Lashley. It's one of those matches where the irresistible force meets the irremovable object. Bobby Lashley, who is one of the strongest and well-rounded athletes in WWE, versus Aleister Black, who in my opinion is a future multi-heavyweight champion that can cut a promo and understand his gimmick very well. Now it would appear Bobby Lashley is a lot bigger than Aleister Black. But Aleister Black hasn't been on a bigger and more hotter role. And also, Bobby Lashley still has unfinished business with Rusev. So I expect Aleister Black to come up with the victory via assist by the Bulgarian Brute. Yes, folks, we got a last man standing match at WrestleMania. Randy Orton versus Edge. If you know any of your wrestling history or been watching wrestling since Royal Rumble, you know how intense and deep this storyline gets. These guys were 2 long time friends. Tag team champions, multiple time heavyweight champions, future WWE Hall of Famers, but Edge's career was cut short due to a neck injury. But the guy wouldn't give up, having guys inspire him like Daniel Bryan, who had the same type of thing and just kept pushing until doctors seen that there was a chance that they could wrestle again. And now we have Edge back. But you know the rule. You know what Randy did. The night after Royal Rumble, he took Edge out, tried to end his career again, cut it short again. But things happen. Edge is a strong bastard, man. A very strong guy. He's back. I want to tell you something, people. This is going to be one of those matches that's going to be super physical. The man put his hands on the man's wife. I just don't see no way that Randy Orton's going to come out with this victory. The only way I see him coming out with a victory if Edge gets himself disqualified for putting the brutality on that boy. Randy, you are one of my favorite wrestlers, and so is Edge, but WrestleMania is going to be the night you're going to get the Smackdown put on you bad, boy. I'm telling you. I'm taking Edge in this one, people. Let me know in the comments what you think. We have an Intercontinental Championship match, seeing the champion Sami Zayn versus Daniel Bryan, who is one of my favorite wrestlers. I see this as a very nice pace, good match. Again, this is another rivalry that's been brewing up for weeks. Daniel Bryan's new guy, Drew Gulak, for some reason, I thought that they were like brothers for a minute because they kind of resemble. But anyway, Gulak is a great wrestler. He reminds me a lot of Daniel. Even though Daniel has him to watch his back, Sami Zayn still has Shinsuke and Cesaro, which means they're going to have one more guy, which means the other guys are outnumbered. So, as much as this disappoints me to say, I think Sami Zayn may retain the Intercontinental Championship, people. But, on the bright side, I think Drew Gulak and Daniel Bryan will be future tag team champions. So, there is a bright side, people. Next up, we have a Raw Tag Team Championship match that sees the Street Profit versus Austin Theory and Angel Garza. Man, when I say the future is bright for the WWE, this is a big, big, big representation of that. The Street Profit is all of it and cutting promo and still a crowd like none other. Now to the challengers, plain and simple, Angel Garza is the truth. Very innovative, athletic, acrobatic. He carries a match very well against a non-so-athletic wrestler. That's what he do, baby. You don't believe me? Check the boy out. The truth. But for some reason, I'm taking the Street Profit. Not for a serious preference, but I just think the momentum and Garza should be more so a singles competitor. So WWE, if you're listening, Garza does not need to be in a tag team. People, this is why we watch WrestleMania. Because of things like this. A boneyard match. Well, we got The Undertaker versus the phenomenal AJ Styles. Now, this is why I can't wait for Mania, because of dream matches like this. Though it's late in the Undertaker's career, the dead man still had gas in the tank. And on the other hand, think about it. Other than Shawn Michaels and John Cena, in my opinion, nobody has had the WrestleMania game on lock. And this dude has been doing it for decades, only losing 2 times. The man has an impressive record of 23-2, people. His opponent, the phenomenal AJ Styles, easily my top 5 wrestler of all time. This guy wrestles his butt off every night. You know my thing about promos. He cuts great promos. every single night. Make young talent look next level with its ability to make anyone look good in a square circle. And you people know this. So I don't see this match disappointing at all. Can you say Undertaker versus AJ? I bet you're waiting for my prediction on this one. I love both of these dudes tremendously as wrestlers. And you all know that I'm picking the Dead Man because Dead Man's record is just awesome, man. He only lost 2 matches. Now, can AJ beat him? Yeah, he's on that level that could beat him. However, you have to remember back some years back, folks. They didn't let CM Punk beat him. Or Shawn Michaels twice. Triple H twice. So if AJ wins this, gotta be wondering, is The Undertaker ready to retire, people? But I'm taking The Undertaker in this one. This card is just so great. We have a Smackdown Women's Championship Fatal 5-Way match that sees the champ Bayley versus her friend Sasha Banks versus Lacey Evans versus Tamina versus Naomi. I would like to start off first by saying I've been watching wrestling since 1987. And the women's revolution has evolved so much, man. I'm telling you. It's times that the women's matches are better than the guys. Sorry, people, but it's true. If you think about it and you want more proof, then why do you think a lot of these pay-per-views lately, the women has been main eventing them? Anyway, this match, I think, was booked pretty good with the Sasha Banks curve and the returning destructive force known as Tamina. Man, I'm telling you. Whew. I'm having a tough time picking this winner in this one, people. But for some reason, I'm going with the Boss because I think they're just going to have some kind of future feud with her and Bayley to kind of break that up. Unless you got Nia Jax returning to help one of her cousins, Tamina and Naomi. Now, I'm going to tell you this, folks. The reason why I didn't say Lacey Evans, because she was my shoe-in originally. She's been pushed so hard lately by the company. Very deserving, I might add. But it's just too obvious of a win. And you know Vince loves to throw curves at us here and there. So I'm not too sure. I didn't mention Bayley's name, but if she retains that title, it's going to be a lot of mad people. But I'm still going with the Boss for right now. We have the Raw Women's Championship match. The champ, Becky Lynch, versus Shayna Baszler. Both wrestlers' promos make you believe that they actually going to do what they do on a night in, night out basis. Like Stone Cold in female form. Now, people, this title match is going to be physical, technical, brutal, and very entertaining, leaving it all in the ring. In my opinion, 2 of the top 5 women wrestlers in the company. This will be a back and forth match, but I believe Shayna Baszler will be your next Raw Women's Champion. It's her time. She has the it factor and is a super talent. Becky deserves a vacation for holding the company down while Roman was sick and her boyfriend Title run was hated on. Yes, I said it. Seth is great. People enjoy it while he's still in his prime. Also, don't do too much while this match is going on. I repeat, don't do too much while this match is going on, because we just might have a Ronda Rousey I'm sorry, tongue twisted. A Ronda Rousey sighting at WrestleMania. Remember, people, the last time you seen Ronda, she lost, and that was a year ago at WrestleMania. You don't think she's mad? I think she is. Somebody's going to get hurt. Oh, man. I can't wait to see this one, people. We got the Firefly Fun House match. Man. On one side, you got the guy who has equal amount of championships as the Nature Boy Ric Flair. I'm talking about Big Match John Cena versus Mr. Flyhouse, brother of Sister Abigail, and in my opinion saved the WWE's ratings, The Fiend Bray Wyatt. I expect this to be nothing less than what it's been hyped up to be. John came back to save the ratings. The Fiend has been holding the ratings down steady. This is going to be one of those people's match. But I expect the scary one to come out with the victory, because for some reason tonight, well, actually the night of WrestleMania, not tonight, they may reform the Wyatt family at WrestleMania. But if I'm wrong, there's always the explosive Raw after WrestleMania. So people, look out. There's going to be a new Wyatt family soon. I call this the passion match. The NXT Women's Championship. Champ Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair. Now, you might be asking yourself, why did I call this the passion match? Charlotte Flair's passion to make the WWE be on top. It's only one reason why she's going after this title. Not because she wants to rekindle that fire. She wants to put NXT on her back with Finn Balor and shake up the ratings versus the competition. Now, back to the match. This has the chance to easily be one of the top 5 matches on the card. Rhea's great, and no question will be a future Hall of Famer. However, I believe the greatest wrestler of all time is on the same level as anybody, any given night. And I'm telling you now, the lady has inherited the genetics of her dad to the T. There's no way I don't see Rhea beating Charlotte. Because I just think Charlotte's going to be brought over there to help bring the ratings up. And to me, we are talking about the best female wrestler of all time. Yes, I said it. I've seen a lot of wrestlers do a lot of great things as far as females. Charlotte has everything. All of the its. And the charisma. And to back it up, she's a Flair. Enough said. Charlotte, your next NXT champion. Unless there's a lot of hating and outside interference going on. Okay, people. We have the WWE Universal Championship. The champ, Bill Goldberg, was supposed to be wrestling, and the challenger, Roman Reigns, has said he will not compete at WrestleMania due to the recent coronavirus crisis. Stay safe, Roman. We wish you all the best. Now to the championship match. In my personal opinion, Goldberg should have never beaten The Fiend. As hot as The Fiend was. But that's history, and we're at WrestleMania now. And if the rumors are true, then we will finally see, yes, Braun Strowman people win his first heavyweight championship. Goldberg, you're going to get those hands. And yes, Braun is next, but he's next to be our champion. Thank you, WWE, if this is true. Last but not least, people, this is where things get really interesting. This is for the WWE Championship. You got the champ. Man, this guy cuts like a Gensu. He is Brock Lesnar. I really don't have to say too much. His opponent and the challenger has been on an incredible roll. Your 2020 Royal Rumble winner, Drew McIntyre. This one will be great because both combatants are considered very dominant wrestlers. They take absolutely no crap from anybody. Brock, first off, has a long list of legends he has defeated. Let me run down a few of them for you, folks. Hulk Hogan, The Rock, Bill Goldberg, John Cena, Triple H, The Undertaker at WrestleMania and broke the undefeated streak, AJ Styles and CM Punk. What a list. But that was then, and this is now, people. Unless WWE is going to throw us the biggest curve in history, the overwhelming fan and front office support for Drew in the last 6 months could not go unnoticed. He dominated the Rumble, eliminated the champ by kicking his head off, ultimately finishing off Roman Reigns to secure the Royal Rumble win. To put his name in WrestleMania main event, baby, Drew is probably the best momentum going into WrestleMania. And Brock will find himself hard to figure out why this guy is fast, strong, extreme athlete. And the most important thing, he's going to beat Brock. And he's going to do it and take his title. I don't know what the future holds for Brock after Mania, but if they don't re-sign him, you don't want the the competition to get him. So you need to find some kind of way to make Brock Lesnar work. But it's Drew McIntyre's day that day. We're about to enter the era of Drew. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready. I'm Tony. This is my channel. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Until my next video, you guys have a great day.